welcome back to another video where we'll be taking a look at ZGirls 2 Last One from the zombie survival genre. This game is a mobile game in early access still. It's been released for a while, but it's still in early access, I believe. So some of the things that you will see in this game could very well improve in the future, but we have yet to see. ZGirls, the last one, is a zombie survival game. Just think of it as Minecraft and The Sims combined into one game. That's mainly what you have to do. You have to survive, manage your items wisely, such as food, water, clothes, weapons, minerals, and such and such. That's all you have to do. Manage your resources and stay alive. Exploring other areas in the map is very important. That's how you get crafting materials and minerals for your base so that you can expand and craft new weapons and stay alive. You also find food such as pumpkin seeds, raspberries, and killing a wolf would give you meat that you can cook. Everything in this game is a grind. Grind for resources, minerals, materials, food, clothing, weapons. Everything needs to be crafted. That's why the comparison with Minecraft or Zelda Breath of the Wild, you need to cook and craft your materials in order to stay alive and fight the horde of zombies. The game is not even that difficult as much as it is repetitive and tedious to be gathering materials over and over just to keep on crafting the same items, food, weapons, buildings, everything. You have to gather materials and pretty much hoard them into a box because you never know when you're gonna need them later for another weapon or vehicle or anything that you want to create. Sometimes in this game it will feel like your health bar is going down for no reason. You could be walking around and your health bar is being drained because your character is either starving or thirsty. So that's the grind that I'm talking about. Your character will need to constantly be looking for resources. I remember one time my health bar was going down just because I was paying attention to the chat. And that's another thing about the chat. The chat has no censorship whatsoever. So if you install this game for your kids or whoever, keep that in mind. The chat has no censorship. Anybody can say anything, left and right, insults. So take that with a grain of salt. Take that as you will. I don't think the games should be allowing people to insult each other because that creates just a toxic community. But basically in the chat anybody can say anything without censorship. Don't get me wrong, the game is fun to play and they have interesting mechanics, but some of them are broken and it just feels very grindy. At the beginning maybe it changes towards the end when you have more armor or more levels, but for me at the beginning it feels just very grindy. Feels like anything you're trying to do or to try to progress in the game takes forever. So that's one of the things that I don't like. I personally don't like, and I also don't like the microtransactions they have. Some of the items that you can purchase go all the way to a full on $100. Some other cosmetics are $50, and it doesn't feel like you're getting much out of the deal. You're just getting cosmetics that at the end of the day they're gonna wear anyway. They're gonna wear and break on you. Like if you get anything in this game, let's say a new outfit or armor, is going to break anyway because that's the premise of the game. The game is centered around having to craft new items. So I feel like if you buy something, it's not like you're keeping it forever because it's a consumable. So it's not even a cosmetic that you get to keep, it's a cosmetic that you get to use for a certain time until it's gone. But putting $100 price tag on there, it's, in my opinion, it's retarded. Because one thing would be that to say that this is a cosmetic or an item that you get to keep and you get to use forever. You purchased it, so it's there for you. But in reality, it's just cosmetics. I mean, you shouldn't be charging $100 for just cosmetic items. I understand that the the game has a very big Japanese influence, and that's how the Eastern market is, where it's all centered around microtransactions, and perhaps they are okay with that. But this is not a finished game. It's not a polished game to be asking $50 to $100. And also the updates are not even huge updates. When we get updates in this game are like very minimal, like perhaps, let's say the last update they added is that in the map you can see the materials that you can gather from the place that you're going. So that's interesting, but it's not groundbreaking. So to be asking for $100 on a cosmetic item, I feel like the game should be more polished or should be offering more content before asking for those microtransactions. Are annoying, they're on the front, and they're basically pushing you to quit the grind. The game is boring anyway. Why don't you go ahead and buy these cosmetic items and you will do much better in the game? I think that's a huge insult to the players. It's not a very good business. I don't even have a problem with the game being grindy or repetitive or boring at all if that's what it wants to be. Um, I compare this game a lot with Minecraft, where you just have to gather resources and build and fight occasionally here and there to collect new materials. But what I do have a problem is with developers asking a full $100 for just a skin or a cosmetic item that basically doesn't take them that much to create. Is, if you think of it, it's just another color of another item that already exists within the game. They just add per se another color or another texture to it, but essentially it's the same item, is just being resold to you. But $100, that's a lot of money to be talking for a game that is not even fully fleshed. $100, if you put it on perspective, is way much more money than a DLC for like Destiny or a AAA title. So $100 for a mobile game, that's a big insult, especially when the game is on early stage in development. So basically you're not telling your fan base what's there to come from this game except for just keep on asking for money for just mediocre content. So that's the problem I have with this game, and that's why the review being so harsh on it is because mobile games are taking an approach of a AAA title when they don't deserve it that much. At least not with games in this range. Like, it doesn't have full-fleshed content that would require $100 price tag. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Drop a thumbs up in the video, comment down below what you think, and in conclusion, just don't spend money on a video game, especially mobile games that are asking for just way too much money, and they're on basically early development, because you never know when they will just drop the ball on the project and just quit everything altogether. and that's your hard-earned cash that you will never see again. Take care, peace, peace, and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.